What's up? This is David from Disturbed, and you're watching Fight Music.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
It's been amazing. The fire has been stoked. We're performing at a level that I personally believe is unprecedented in our careers. The crowds have been amazing, huge. We've really been overwhelmed throughout the duration of this cycle with the amount of success that we've seen. We're very, very grateful.
Still remains within the sound of silence.
We always want to try and take something that was a colossal hit to begin with, something that's very memorable, something that from a thematic standpoint, from a lyrical standpoint, jives with some of the things that we happen to write about. Came together so beautifully and so powerfully, there was no way we could have left it off the album. And when Mike made the suggestion, our drummer, to cover Simon & Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence, it was a daunting suggestion. It was only one of the biggest songs of all time, but it was one that immediately resonated with us, and we seized the opportunity.
Of silence, and in the naked light I saw.
I've been here many times. I've always loved it. You know, I love coming to Canada in general, but French Canada in particular has a little bit extra flavor to it. The fans here are out of their damn minds with passion. It's great. It's one of my favorite places to play.
Like an unsung melody, the truth is waiting there for you to find it. It's not a blight but a remedy, a clear reminder of how it began. Deep inside your memory.
It's a nice investment return, isn't it? Incredible thing. You know what? They worked long and hard to build up the value of the company, along with, you know, fans growing in terms of their actual size and in terms of their passion for the sport over the course of, what is it, 2 decades now? Something like that? Close to it, right? So I think that it's understandable, it's well-deserved. I think that it'll just continue to grow. For me right now, I used to be a big boxing fan, and I hardly watch professional boxing anymore, only on rare occasion. And it's mostly MMA. I love it.
Darkness can show you the light.
I was happy to see Brock come back. I was disappointed but not entirely surprised with the doping issue. Any man that's that big can't stay that big for that long without some help. You know, there was, I thought that some of the fights were less entertaining than I was hoping they would be. It was a really great looking card, but not as great of an experience watching. You know what? I get it, and I respect it. In the tradition of athletes like Muhammad Ali in the past, who were very big trash talkers to a certain extent. Of course, Ali did it with a certain level of comedy and a certain level of levity, so it came off slightly different. I think that it's not Conor specific. I am not a big fan of the trash talking aspect of promotion that seems to be part and parcel with every single MMA fight that happens these days. I'm a big believer in letting your body and your hands do the talking. And, you know, usually those who talk a big game can't necessarily deliver it. Now, Conor certainly did that one time, but the time after, he ended up eating his words, and sometimes humility is a little bit tough going down. So, you know, but that's part of how fighters grow. But like I said, to be perfectly honest, I could do without people trash talking one another. Pay respect to one another and be respectful of each other. I mean, everybody sacrifices so much to become as good as they have become and to be at the level that they're at in that game. Why make it into a, grade school name-calling match? It seems really unnecessary to me.
Sometimes darkness can show you the light.
Yeah, and Bisping also is the first to go ahead and put out the first insult shot against Henderson. Again, unfortunately, these are the types of things that drive ratings, that drive people to come and see it. You build up this sort of sensationalism prior to the actual match, and it ends up, like you said, paying off for them. As long as they're good fights, and as long as they're entertaining to watch, and they're giving it their all, I don't care. In terms of who they end up actually getting matched up with. Sometimes it's the matchups that you least expect that end up being some of the more entertaining fights. So I don't mind that aspect of it. I think that with any of these people that Dana and the rest of the organization won't let it go too far to the point where they don't eventually get the match that, if they don't necessarily want, the one that they deserve.